Last episode, we established that dealers hedge, and their hedging moves the market. This episode is about the map, because that hedging isn't spread evenly across every price. It concentrates at specific strikes, and if you know where those concentrations are, you know where the market gets sticky, where it gets dangerous, and the exact line where its whole personality flips. That map is called GEX, gamma exposure. Strike by strike, it estimates how much hedging dealers are forced to do per 1% move. Plotted as a ladder of bars, it's the battlefield map for every session. Start with the positive bars, the walls. A big concentration of dealer long gamma at a strike is a zone of counterflow. As price approaches it, dealer hedging leans harder and harder against the move, rallies into a big call wall stall, it dips into a big positive gamma strike, get cushioned. These strikes act like magnets and shock absorbers at the same time. Price gets pulled toward them and then held there. Now the negative bars, the instability strikes. Below a big negative gamma strike, dealer hedging amplifies. Every tick down forces more dealer selling. These are the levels people call support that turn out to be trapdoors. The bar looks the same size on the chart. The physics underneath is the opposite. And then there's the single most important line on the map, the gamma flip. It's the price where the dealer book in aggregate switches from net long gamma to net short gamma. Above it, dampened market, fade the extremes, boring is normal. Below it, amplified market, momentum rules, air pockets live here. Crossing the flip isn't like breaking a support level. It's like the market changing its laws of physics mid-session. When you see price approach the flip, that is the moment to pay maximum attention. Now, before you trade a single one of these levels, 3 honesty rules. This is the part most gamma content skips, and it's the difference between using the map and being used by it. Rule 1. The sign is an assumption. Standard GEX assumes dealers are long the calls customers bought and short the puts. It's a decent default. It is wrong often enough to matter. The tape is the referee. A support wall that breaks instantly was mislabeled. Dealers weren't long there. When the map and the tape disagree, believe the tape. Rule 2. Expiry matters. A wall built out of today's zero-day options vanishes at 4 o'clock. A wall at the monthly expiry is durable for weeks. Same bar on the aggregate chart. Completely different shelf life. Always ask which expiry the gamma leaves in. The aggregate ladder tells you about today. The monthly ladder tells you about the swing. Rule 3. Walls are zones, not lines. Dealer hedging is distributed across a range. Give every wall a few dollars of width and stop expecting tick-perfect touches. Which brings us to the strangest, most visible phenomenon on the map, pinning. Into expiration, gamma at the big strikes grows enormous. At the money, gamma explodes as time runs out. If dealers are long it, they fade every wiggle. Sell above the strike, buy below it. The result is price orbiting a big round strike all afternoon and closing almost exactly on it. When the index settles suspiciously close to a huge strike on a Friday, that wasn't a coincidence, and it wasn't a conspiracy. It was hedging arithmetic. You'll also hear about max pain, the strike where expiring options pay out the least. Price does tend to drift toward the big open interest clusters into expiry, and that's usually near max pain. Use it as context for expiry weeks, never as a standalone trade. So here's your working method with the map. Know where the 2 or 3 biggest positive walls are. Those are your magnets and your profit-taking zones. Know where the negative clusters are. Those are not support, they're acceleration zones. Know the flip, that's your regime line, and your risk changes the moment it's crossed. Check which expiry every level lives in, and let price behavior at the level confirm or kill the map's assumption. Next episode, the third dimension of the map, volatility. What implied vol actually prices, how to know when options are expensive or cheap, and how to read the fear in the market before it shows up in price. See you there.